What's up, YouTube? It's Ev, bringing the blaze back, and we're back with another episode of our Let's Play Pokemon Platinum series. We left off in Eterna City last time, and as you can see, we are back. Now, if you guys remember, we stopped at the Underground Man's house, got the Explorer kit. Now, I started to record this earlier, and my whole game just kind of putted out on me, but we are now back. It is re-optimized. I already did go down to the underground once, and I already spoke with Rourke, so that's already passed. But I believe it only saved once, so I think we were on mission... Mission 1 was to go into the underground, and then mission 2 was to dig up some treasures. I believe we're still on that mission, depending on when or where it's saved. We're going to go ahead and check that out. Yeah, so it looks like we already talked to Rourke. That means... if we tap on the screen, see those treasures on your left-hand side? We are headed straight for those. Now, for those of you who are not playing in the Diamond, Pearl, Platinum era, the Underground, oh my goodness, that's really good. I'll get to that in a second. The Underground was a series of maze-like tunnels underneath the entirety of Sinnoh, so wherever you hopped underground into that hole, like you just saw we did, you would have a whole new map of tunnels to explore. And so these are the Eterna City tunnels of Sinnoh. But regardless, depending on where you are in the region, when you go underground, you will get a different set of tunnels with a different set of people. This was a wireless feature, so you would play with your friends, you all get online, and you'd make your secret bases down here. And you could set traps to dissuade your friends, because your friends could come down and try to ransack your base. And so you could set up traps so they wouldn't be able to do it. In addition, you could also mine things up and find things in the walls, as we're going to see. So if you tap the screen, you can see on that map where they are, and in person where they are. Oop, see? So we got hit by a trap right there, and it blew us all the way back. So now we have to re-find those gems in the wall, which I believe are right here. I don't think that's right, but here are some more. So let's go for it. So the wall is bulging slightly. Try digging into it? Yes, we will. Now, see, there's 3 things, they don't tell you what it is, in the wall. So, oh, there's a note tucked inside the Explorer kit. Digging for treasure and spears. I put a sledgehammer and pickaxe in your Explorer kit. Use them, and you'll be able to touch walls and dig out all sorts of stuff. I'm sure you can dig them out before the wall comes tumbling down. You can do it. Good luck, youngster. Perfect. So this is exactly where I hope it's saved. I didn't want to skip past this part. I didn't want to already have it saved past it, so this is perfect. You have 2 tools. You have the sledgehammer and you have the pickaxe. Now, with the sledgehammer, you can hit very hard with a lot of force, but you also damage the wall more. When that wall is fully damaged, it's going to come crashing down. The pickaxe, you don't hit as hard, but you get to hit with more precision. And so that's what you're trying to balance between the 2 of them and find everything. So if you played Minesweeper, it's kind of like Minesweeper, not really. But see, you can break those big rocks by tapping with the sledgehammer until we can find something inside of the wall. Hopefully we find something before it cracks. You see that crack on the top? Oh, perfect. So we found something, so now we use precision, and we get that shard. Can we get another shard? Oh, so we got the corner of one up there, but we did not get to fully excavate it. So now we can tap on the screen again. Where? Perfect. Okay, so we have another shimmer in here. The wall is bulging slightly. Alright, so there are 4 things in this wall. So we're gonna go ahead and take our sledgehammer. Oh, first hit. Alrighty. Let's see if we can uncover anything else, and we can. We got some pretty big shards up here. So these shards, you might be wondering, what even is the purpose of these shards? They are to sell in the underground. There's a hiker down here, and he will buy your shards in exchange for other things, other goodies, battle items, stuff like that. And so we're going to go ahead and we are going to just fully go ahead and try to get at least one item other than a shard, just to show you we can dig up fossils in the underground as well, and we can dig up um, items. So, for example, on my first round, before this game crashed on me, we were digging up, and we dug up an Everstone. And so, an Everstone, you put on a Pokemon, it keeps it from evolving. And so that's really what we're talking about here, like battle, utility items, things of the sort. And I just realized, ooh, okay, so we found something. We found something here. Now that, I believe, is a Spiritomb thing. What we just found right there. So let's go ahead and check our bag. Or was it a Prism Sphere? Give me 1 second, guys. The game is being a little booty. I will be right back. I'm gonna edit some things. Alright, that is so much better. We're we're back, no worries, guys. Alright, so we got that yellow shard. Yeesh. It's gonna give me troubles today, but no worries. We are back with it. We're gonna go ahead and find, I believe I said one more, like non-shard item is what we're looking for in this underground area. I do want to kind of showcase that. Plus, if we get a fossil, I mean, maybe it turns into something. We are still planning on getting that hippopotas, but I did look up. Honestly, I never used a hippopotas in one of my playthroughs. Not in Sinnoh, at least, which is crazy because it's a really cool Pokemon, so I can't believe I haven't. But it's hard to believe. But I looked it up, and it's in the Ruin Maniac Temple as apparently a special encounter. So when we get there, we are going to, excuse me, Ruin Maniac Tunnel. When we get there, we are going to try for it, but I mean, it might take a while. So we may have just like a Bastiodon or a Rampardos, depending on which one we, dig up, just as kind of like a stand-in rock type. I know Hippowdon's a ground type. It's close, It's rock type is not as defensive as ground type is, but rock type is plenty as offensive. Let me go ahead and grab that. So we got a lot of spears. Not finding much else, but we're gonna keep on digging. So, dude, when I was a kid, like, I could get absolutely lost in this, especially when it was live, and you could actually find other people down here. If you've played BDSP, I still haven't played it personally. I might go and play it. I think I've voiced my opinions on it already, but just like it didn't feel as immersive to me as Diamond and Pearl did, and that's really what I was hoping for to go back in a remake and find. But there are a lot of things that I think did improve with the remakes, and one of those things was the underground. They made it the Grand Underground, and they gave you like wild Pokemon encounters, and they really did enhance it. And one of the benefits to that would be it still being live on the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. Um, and so the people being down there, that kind of gives you a taste of what it was like back in the day. It was awesome having these secret bases and having your friends just hop on, or honestly, a lot of times people you didn't know, making new friends. Ooh, okay, perfect. So we got a heart scale. Now, a heart scale can be used for a couple of things. Is that the thing that can be used to evolve into Milotic? That's a prism scale. Got it. No, but a heart scale can be used to remember a move at the move relearner. I believe he's in Canalave in this game. He's in Canalave City. But basically, you would dig into a wall, you'd make your secret base, and you could decorate it. You could put up things inside of it. I'm gonna see if I can find that hiker guy. I mean, it's not that important. Next time we come down here, we can find him for sure. But we will be, because the layout of the Grand Underground changes. There he is. Because the layout of the Grand Underground changes depending on where you go under. We will be coming back down here through a majority of our journey through Sinnoh, just because you'll find different things at different rarities, and different events will happen down here. Actually, one of the ways to get Spiritomb, which was one of the original Pokemon from the original Sinnoh games, you will see it pop up. It is the the lead of a very infamous trainer in this game. The only way to get that was by, meeting other people in the underground and talking to other people in the underground. So you could gather up all the pieces to resurrect it. So this is the hiker. You've got a spear or two. If you do, I'll trade you something. So we will get goods. And see, now we can get decorations for our secret base, right? So we are going to go ahead and get a small table, if we can afford it. This one's not big enough. Small table, blue sphere 8. Oh. I can't get that. Okay. Red sphere 8. Do we have a red sphere? Can we get a cushion? We do. Red sphere 8. And see, now we have the, now we have things to go ahead and get started on building our base. Alright, so we will be headed up to the surface. We're going to complete a couple more tasks for the man. We're going to try to get to the point where we can make our secret base down there. And then we'll kind of just let the series progress and hop down there every now and then. So, you dug up what I was looking for. Good job on finding it. Well done indeed. Take these as your reward. So we got a prism sphere 1, a red sphere 1, and a blue sphere 1. Dig in the walls of the underground tunnels to unearth hidden stuff. Fossils and stones can be dug up and brought out from down under. Spheres, which are gems, cannot be brought out, but they can be exchanged for goods down there. Now what should I assign you next? My tests aren't over yet. Next, let's use some spheres. The spheres one can find underground are very peculiar. When buried in the ground, they grow daily, a little bit at a time. I want you to go bury these strange spheres in the underground. This is my latest test. Yeah, so it's another way to make money. You know, if you have something you want to look for your secret base, you can go ahead and plant them like plants, which is, now that I think about it, it never occurred to me when I was younger that was weird. But I guess that is a little bit weird that we're planting rocks. But it probably has something to do with Mount Coronet. You know, the ancient mystic power of Mount Coronet. Alright, so it looks like I want to kind of put this... Let's put this right here so we can remember. It's right in this corner here. We're going to go ahead and bury this sphere. Alright, and let's put one in this corner here. Bury the sphere 9. That's a good one. Alrighty. And let's go back up. Return to the underground man. We have planted our weird gemstone plant thingies. Good, you buried your spheres. The next time you go underground, they should have grown bigger. Just don't forget where you buried your spheres. Anyway, well done, this is your reward. And we got the digger drill. This is actually the thing to make the secret bases. You may have seen them already, but there are sphere collectors. They wander about the underground tunnel seeking spheres. They'll happily trade you items for big spheres. Now what shall I assign you next? This is, have you grown weary of repeatedly going back to the underground? Well, it's not over yet. Next up is your secret base. Here it is, guys. That's right, I'll teach you how to make your own secret base. All you need is the digger drill I gave you earlier. Simply go underground and use the digger drill wherever you like. That will instantly make your very own secret base. So your next assignment is, go make your very own secret base. Okay, so we are going to place our secret base. We're going to go underground right in front of the Pokemon Center in Eterna City. That should be easy enough to remember. Let's go ahead and dig down. Go ahead and save, for sure. Faux shizzle. There we go, and we drop down. Alright, so let's put it so directly back from the Pokemon Center. Discovered a small cavern. Let's make our secret base right here. Alright, now we can interact with this PC to go ahead and store goods. And now we can decorate our blue cushion. Where do we want to put it? Gotta make it look real homey in here. Let's actually put the cushion like right in front of... I don't like how that looks. I like this, honestly. And so as we collect more spheres, we can decorate our secret base even more. We're just chilling on our cushion. Um, and then we can deck it out. So by the end of the series, we should have a magnificent secret base. But yeah, we will absolutely... Come on. There we go. Yeah, so we will absolutely be decking out our base as the series goes on. We have a good solid spot for it. Unfortunately, the servers are not live, so it will be just us, but that's no reason we can't make our secret base look absolutely fabulous. So we're going to go ahead, now that we have kind of gotten our start in the underground, the next part of the story, I was thinking, what comes next? I was kind of looking up here and just thinking it was this. That is next. So if you guys remember, we saw this statue, the famous statue of Eterna City. It's actually... I love this sprite. They kind of changed in BDSP, and they made it look like it did in the manga, like a mixture of Dialga and Palkia. But this, depending on how you're looking at it, it either looks like Dialga or Palkia. So if you look at him like these two things down here are his front feet, and those are his back feet back here, it looks like Dialga on all fours. But Palkia looks similar enough, the Pearl mascot, by the way, Diamond and Pearl mascot. Palkia looks similar enough if you say that these big ones are his feet, and these little ones are his arms, and he's standing up. Can you guys see that now? Like, this was one of the coolest things I had ever seen. This is absolutely a work of art. Pokemon cooked with this one. There's no debate on that. I wish that you could, have an illusion like this in BDSP in the 3D games, but I understand where they're coming from. But that statue is legendary. And right after we'd looked at that statue, we got word of the gym down in the south. And right here, that's the gym leader.
Hi, I'm Gardenia. I'm this town's gym leader. My last challenger was this awfully speedy young guy. Actually, his name was Nathan. He told me about you. He said that another challenger's on the way, so that made me antsy. At my gym, no one wants to battle with the gym leader or me until the end. The challenger has to beat up all the other trainers first. I've been waiting for you in the back, trainer. Don't disappoint me.
So yeah, like I was talking about not last episode, the last gym fight against Rorik, you kind of had that choice on whether you wanted to fight the gym trainers, like sacrifice some of your health and then get some levels, or whether you wanted to go straight for Rorik. Here, you have to. You don't have a choice. Now, I was planning on using Noctum a lot in this battle, but earlier I was looking around his moveset, and if you guys can see, he has no poison or flying moves. So defensively, he's really good, right? He's going to take almost no damage. He's going to take quarter damage from grass type attacks. Even against a Cherubi, though, with the attacks he has, he's going to struggle a little bit. So what we are going to do, I thought that was coming, is we are going to switch train and Noctum, because he's not really in any danger. We're going to switch train him in. He'll be able to take a hit or two. And then we're going to switch out to Chimler, and Chimler's going to finish him off offensively. But one of the reasons we're doing that actually reminds me, as soon as we finish this battle, we're going to give Noctum an item. We're going to give him the Sooth Bell. But the reason we're doing it the way we are is when you engage your Pokemon in a battle and you don't let them faint, right? This doesn't apply if you let them faint. But they'll go ahead and they'll gain some friendship points. Friendship points can be gained from being in a battle and not fainting, from walking around with you. So, go ahead. The flower, basically, every time we beat a trainer, this is going to go ahead and spin around, and it's going to unlock a new path to a new trainer that we can fight. So, I wanted to give a demonstration. Come on. Here we go. So just walking around like this with our Pokemon, that's going to raise their friendship, right? The more that we travel with them. Or they could be engaged in a fight, or an item that we were given last episode increases the friendship points that they get. So we're going to give Noctum that Sooth Bell. The reason we want Noctum to be friendly towards us, so he evolves, I think, at like level 22, into Golbat, his first stage, but in order to unlock his final stage, he needs to be leveled up with a high friendship stat. And that's going to be into Crobat, which is a very, very powerful Pokemon. Kind of like a speedy, defensive utility mon. But it doesn't sound that great, but it is amazing. I do like Crobat a lot. So we're going to go ahead, we're just going to involve him in battle, give him that Soothe Bell, take our steps around, and hopefully by the time that he's high 20s, somewhere around there, level-wise, we'll be looking at a Crobat. So let's go ahead. I do remember this trainer. This is a Budew enthusiast. I always thought that it was cool that Budew was the only grass type growing up that I knew of that could get Water Sport, that had seen use Water Sport. That's the move you just saw it use. Basically what that does is for a couple turns, all the fire moves do half damage. And it's given to a lot of water Pokemon, but it really doesn't matter with a lot of water Pokemon because they're not weak to fire. They're not taking damage from fire types anyways. But Budew is special in that it actually serves a defensive purpose when you only have limited moves early on, if you want to use Water Sport. I've never seen a Roserade, the fully evolved form of Budew, use Water Sport, but I can't imagine that it would be bad. Can you imagine, like, on a rain team, like a Roserade, they already got the rain up, and then they Water Sport? They could probably tank some fire moves. Could be good. Is that bad? You guys let me know. Have you guys ever seen, or even better, if you've used that set, I want to know how it turned out. Absolutely let me know. But it looks like this trainer is a little bit of a Budew enthusiast. I can't blame her, honestly. I really do like, Ooh, okay, we got that residual burn damage, let's go. I do like Budew and Roserade. They made a good addition to Roselia. In the generation prior, it was kind of its own standalone line. And it got a lot more depth when it became the middle stage, because it feels a lot like the middle stage. There's a lot more growth, and you can kind of feel it. One of the things that that Roserade, or Budew and Roserade, kind of give me hope for in the future is if they introduce an evolution line. It looks like it's incomplete. In my mind, something like Scovillain. We're just going to run back to the Poke Center real quick, because Monferno is paralyzed, and we don't want that. But something like Scovillain, it feels like it's a middle stage, right? Capsicid's cool. Scovillain, the typing is really cool. It's our only, like, regular, like, non-legendary mythical grass fire type, which is a really cool typing, I'm going to be totally honest. It just feels incomplete. It doesn't feel like it's got enough zing or pizzazz to its design to really justify it being a final evolution. I know there's some rumors, too, of it being the recipient of a Mega Evolution. I don't know if I would agree with giving it a Mega Evolution over a regular evolution. I guess we'll have to see how cool it is when it comes out in the DLC, if those leaks are correct. But I really think it needs like a three-headed Hydra looking Scovillain like evolution. It's got to have like a spiky tail, like a spiky thorn tail. That looks super cool. Or if his middle head was on fire, like fire coming out of the eyes. Because I mean, the eyes don't really have eyeballs in the design even, right? So you have a lot of design freedom there. We can make the eyes look really cool without making them look realistic, because they kind of already look puppety. But hypothetically, we get that Mega, and let's say we don't like it, which I find it hard to believe that I won't like a Scovillain Mega. I mean, it's kind of... anything's an improvement, I think, on top of regular Scovillain's design. I'm going to get those all two Scovillain defenders in my comments down below there. But if I don't like it, we always do have Ogerpon. I am a huge fan of Ogerpon's fire form.
The 4 o'clock moves, and the time flows. There's only our gym leader left. Go on, don't be afraid.
Okay, so I don't know if we just got poisoned or paralyzed, but something's wrong with Monferno. You can tell because of that on our Poketch, you can see he's blurred out. So he has some kind of status condition. So we are going to go ahead and... Ooh, he's poisoned. Okay, you got hit with that poison damage. I felt it. So we're going to go ahead and antidote to heal the poison, just so I don't have to run back to the center. But we do have one potion left. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the same strategy. Pitbull is going to sit this one out. As grandiose as he is, when he evolved, excuse me. When she evolved, she did gain that water type. And so, while she probably live a few hits, like our other two team members are far better type matchups. I think we're going to try to stick to those.
You kept me waiting. I'm Eterna City's gym leader, Gardenia, the grass-type master. When I first saw you, I was convinced you'd find your way to me. My hunch was right on the money. You have a winning aura about you. So anyway, this will be fun. Let's have our battle.
Versus Gardenia. Another fantastic gym leader design. Honestly, you will never hear me saying anything bad about this Sinnoh gym leader designs. Look, they just have so much personality. I mean, and, like I was saying, I believe it was last episode, like, the gym leader even has a starter Pokemon. Like, it really makes you feel like you are not the only... Ooh, that's scary, too. It really makes you feel like you're not the only one who's been given, like, a Pokemon by Rowan, and that really exemplifies his age. So that there's other people, especially, I mean, you're starting out your journey as pretty much a kid. Gardenia is, I wouldn't say, like, old, but she's an adult. She's a young adult, at least. And, you know, she has a Turtwig, too. Probably, is assumed from Professor Rowan. So that kind of gives you a scale on, you know, how long he's been doing this. Now, we did put that Reflect up, which is going to give us a little bit of an issue. Oh, and snapped out of confusion. Razor Leaf, too. When my girlfriend played Pokemon, she picked a Turtwig, and Razor Leaf was her move. She had that thing on, like, it was like a level 60-something Torterra. Maybe even higher than that. But she kept Razor Leaf all the way, because she swore that was, like, the best move ever. And that's one of my favorite parts about Pokemon, is you can do that. And you can really make it work. So, I like that. It gives a lot of personality. It gives me, you know, it reminds me of something now. Something it ever reminded me of growing up. That crit is nasty. We do have that Sunny Day, which is not giving him any kind of, like, chlorophyll boost or anything, but it is giving us a stab boost. The Sunny Day is going to give his next Pokemon a boost, though, unfortunately. I was kind of trying to wait it out, but, okay. So the Reflect wore off, so he's now taking... Reflect is a move that halves physical damage, so he's now taking his increased damage again. That's what happens. So that Cherrim transforms in the sunlight. I think we're faster. But when it transforms, it gets an attack boost and a special defense boost, plus whatever else it normally gets in the sun, like Solar Beam. I don't think this one has Solar Beam, but Cherrim is not a bad Pokemon in my opinion. I think there's a lot of potential there. It is going to change back, lose the boosts because the sun's gone. That's the one downside too. But it gives itself that special attack, that attack and special defense boost, but it also gives its ally that attack and special defense boost. So I've seen it be used actually to success with Ho-Oh, like Sunny Day team. You go to Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh, it really wants its physical attack, and it doesn't mind the special defense boost. Plus, it wants the sun anyway. I mean, you can kind of buff it up to a crazy level. So that is a cool strategy. I mean, never look down on any Pokemon. It's like the Pachirisu theorem. It's not the end yet. And this right here, this is the final stage of Badoo. Technically, she shouldn't have it yet. There's a couple examples of this throughout Pokemon's history of, you know, under-leveled, fully evolved Pokemon. I guess. So I hear that a lot, but now that I think about it, Badoo is a friendship evolution, and Roselia is a stone evolution. So you could have a level 2 Roserade and be totally legal. So, honestly, I don't know what people are talking about. I just kind of blindly believed it, but no. I mean, thinking about it with my adult brain. Are you saying something? You think you have me cornered? So we're going to go ahead. This might actually get us. Now, we'll be able to finish it off, especially with that burn. Okay. I was like, ooh, okay. we're actually going to do this. We're going to see if we can clutch this out. Because we're safe either way, even if Monferno goes down here. But we hit that epic Mach Punch to finish it off. Yeah, so Roserade, very cool Pokemon. Added a lot of personality alongside Budew for Roselia's line. And we get a lot of prize money too, so remember your stock at the Pokemart.
I've noticed it before, but you're really tough. Wasn't it hard for you to raise your Pokemon to be so good? I guess that's a measure of how much you love your Pokemon. In recognition of that, I proudly grant you this.
And we get our second badge, the Forest Badge from Gardenia.
With the Forest Badge, your Pokemon can use the hidden move Cut outside of battle. Now that you have 2 gym badges, all Pokemon you received in trades will obey you up to level 30. I've also got something else. It's a gift from me.
Very cool TM we're getting here. This is Grass Knot. I think she's going to explain it.
That TM86 contains the move Grass Knot. It's one of my favorite moves. The heavier the foe, the more damage this move will cause.
Yeah, so it's a special move, which is especially good for our Monferno, because it does have that special attack raising nature. You might be thinking, well, why would that matter for Monferno? It's a fire type. Definitely couldn't learn a grass type move, right? I don't know why they did it. I don't know what about Infernape is grassy, but this is an insane coverage move. I mean, this is what makes Infernape one of those, like, terrifying threats. It has good attack, good special attack, good speed, and amazing coverage. It gets, like, every kind of move. You can, like, Stealth Rocks, you can run Mach Punch, you can run big hits like Close Combat, physical special fire moves like Flamethrower, Fire Blast, Flare Blitz. It's got its signature move Raging Fury in Legends Arceus. I really like that. I've been a fan of using that recently. So let's go ahead and let's restock. I think we're going to grab some Super Potions. I do want to use up some of this money just in case I lose a battle. Let's go ahead, actually, let's get 2 more. Let's go to around 15 Super Potions. And let's get some status heals, just in case we get inflicted by any on the road. We're going to try to get 5 of each if we can. So there's 5 of those. 5 total. Awakenings, we have 1, so we need 4. Burn heals, we need all 5. And fortunately for us, Monferno is not very susceptible to burn. It's not susceptible at all to burn because of its fire type. We will go ahead and get 4 escape reps, I guess. I thought we had enough money for 5. And we have enough money for a single repel. Okay, perfect. Actually, you know what? Oh, we don't have enough for Pokeballs. I thought Pokeballs were 100. That's fine. So we got a lot of material stocked up from the Pokemart. And we got our second badge. Our team has more coverage. And we will be teaching one of them Cut. Because we will be soon headed into that Team Galactic building. And I'll run around there to showcase that real quick. Let's go ahead. I think if he can learn it, I'm not quite sure who all's on the roster to learn it, but if he can learn it, I'm going to give Cut to... Oh, I can't. I was going to give it to Noctum. That's alright, I'll give it to Pitbull. Pitbull can have Cut. We're going to go ahead and get rid of Tackle, which actually, Cut is an upgrade from Tackle. So that's not bad at all. So you'll see we already got Rock Smash from Rorik's gym, and that was a move we could use in the field. This one, in case there's any of these small shrubs, which we can go back there or summon Eterna forest, we can discover. This tree looks like it can be cut down. We'd like to cut it, and we can chop down that tree. And see, that will let us get into the Team Galactic HQ. And there's Looker. Hello, it's me! Me! Haha! I've startled you, yes? I am, after all, an officer of the International Police. It is only natural that I be a master of disguise. Look, there he is. Incidentally, you are a first-rate trainer. Of that, I am very aware. I therefore think you will be okay, but I must warn you to be careful anyway. Also, a word of advice. This building, it has 2 stairs. One of them, a trap it must be. Pulling out those Yoda verbiage. But the crooks of Team Galactic, they do not appear, how shall I say, smart. This should be an easy way to tell the stairs apart. And he turns back into a Team Galactic grunt. Yeah, so guys, it looks like we're out of time for this episode. But next episode, we will be exploring this Team Galactic HQ. There is a second Team Galactic boss fight in here. Another one of the infamous ones, in my opinion. Third one, it might give us some trouble in this run, honestly, but this one absolutely will. Gen 4 crit mechanics go crazy in this next one. If you like this episode, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more Let's Play videos just like this to follow the series. Drop your thoughts for that last final team member in the comments down below. We are looking at the Crobat that we have, the Bibarel that we have, the Infernape that we have. We're going to add an Umbreon. When we get to Heart Home City, we're going to use that Gift Eevee, turn it into Umbreon, and we will be going to the Ruined Maniac Tunnel to get that Hippopotas to turn into a Hippowdon. That last spot is still up for grabs. So whatever you think, any ideas, I'm fully open. It doesn't need to be a flyer, a surfer, any HM. We have full freedom. So go ahead, let me know your thoughts. Let me know a nickname of what you want the Umbreon to be, what you want the Hippopotas to be, and that new mystery team member. But for now, this has been Ev, bringing the blaze back, and always remember to keep on blazing.